And we're back to some more Western Michigan Broncos franchise mode in FHM 9. We are at the verbal commitments stage of year number 1, and we're about to get that underway. So we have 732 picks in this particular draft. Let's see, next nomination? Yeah, it sort of works in the same way here. I'm just going to go through a few of them here. See if I can get any of the top guys. Okay, so here's my nomination. If I sort by ability, the best ability is a 2-star. I like the look of Roy Chung. Pretty good offensive defenseman, but also pretty good positionally. Pretty good with shot blocking. Mental ratings could use some work, but I'm sure those will come as he gets older. So let me see if I can get him. His intelligence is at 21. So that's as high as it could get, I believe. Then again, I don't have him scouted. I wonder, since I have this guy scouted, Brandon Gorzinski, would it be easier to get him? Possibly? Yeah, I think I'm going to see what happens when I nominate a player who I've already scouted. Oh my goodness. Turns down my offer. That's brutal. All right, it doesn't look like we have any other players scouted here. So I'm just going to go based off intelligence. Maxwell Silver, you want to join our team? Yay! Okay, we got one. Well, obviously this is just verbal commitments, so he's not officially on board yet, but still, good to have someone who may actually be willing to join us when the time comes. I'm gonna try for McNeil now. He's a 19 intelligence, 5-star potential, left defenseman. Nominate? Nope. Okay, he's attending Ferris State, or most likely to anyway. Hiroki Goshik. See if I could get him. Hey, there we go. Hayden Ratty. There it is. Yeah, it looks like it's easier to get players later on, is what I'm noticing, and really difficult to get players early. Roman Zapp. There it is. Arman Yavash. I mean, he's got 16 intelligence. He's got 3.5-star potential, one of the best on the board. Very nice. He will be joining us, or most likely to join us anyhow. Charles-Edouard Grenier, 17 intelligence, 3-star potential. That's good enough for me. Let's get a goaltender in there. Brandman. Johan Franzen, apparently. May as well try to get him. He's a 3-star potential. He's the best on the board at this point. There you go. William Blomqvist. Yeah, we're getting players left and right now. And now we're at the point where we're only at 2-star potentials. Yutaka Toko. Guess we'll take him. He's got 14 intelligence, left defenseman. He's turned me down for Connecticut. Really? That's the first time I've been turned down in the later rounds here. And that'll be all she wrote for the verbal commitments. Oh, so our unsigned list includes verbal commitments as well. This list is already starting to look quite full. I love how we're an American college, but there's only 3 American players on this entire list of prospects. Everyone else is from Sweden or Canada, or it seems like predominantly Sweden, actually. They're picking a lot of Swedes. It's very interesting. I wonder, I hope there's no rules on foreign players. No, okay, there's not. That's good. So now I think all that's left to do at this point is continue with the simulation and get up to the end of the regular season in mid-March. Ooh, Jack Perbix sidelined for 3 to 4 months with a torn thigh muscle. All right, it's now March 1st. We have 2 games remaining in the season against Miami, both against Miami. So our first game against Miami was a 3-0 win, and now we're going to go into this last game of the regular season. And we have a 4-3 victory. Shots were 46-19 in favor of your Western Michigan Broncos. 3 stars of the game, McDonald, Savage, and Rome. And we had 2 goals in the shootout from Birch and Galambos. So that looks to be the end of our regular season. I wonder what's going to happen going into the tournament here. But I guess before then, let's check out the stats to see what everyone did. Max Sasson led our team with 36 points in 34 games played. Wentz with 32, 28 for Berger and Granger, 26 for Birch and Knuble, 22 for Gallant, 19 for Galambos, 17 for Larkin, 15 for Shingoth, 11 for Brooks, Fulp, Fiedler, and Hilsendegger, 10 for Bauer, 9 for Bishop and Walders, 6 for Rome, 5 for Wash, McDonald, and Hillebrand, 4 for Thrun, and 1 for Black. So Michael Black, the walk-on, actually played 4 games. And then in goal, you have Cam Rowe with a 908 save percentage in 18 games played, and Hambley in 19 games played with an 889. So safe to say who I know I want going into the NCAA tournament, presuming we're in it. So now let's get up to the award nominees, which are on March 13th. All right, do we have any award nominees? The Hobie Baker? No, you have Copperud, Lovell, and Will Gavin. Mike Richter Award, I'm assuming that's for goaltenders. No one there either. Top Athletic Director nominees, George Lewis, Josh Holmstrom, and Lee Stepniak. So I'm assuming this is for general managers. Hockey Humanitarian Award, Blake Bennett, Carl Berglund, and Zach Metza. And then the Spencer T. Penrose Award, Frank Serratore, Greg Powers, and Guy Gadowski. I'm assuming that's for head coaches. Yeah, that seems to be it. All right, so it appears we are indeed in the NCAA tournament. We're going to be playing against Colorado College first. Now, how does this whole thing work? What's going on here? There's no teams in the playoffs. Oh, I see. So the conference playoffs, I'm assuming this means. So we have to go through separate brackets to get to this bracket, I assume, because it looks like everything is divided into divisions here. Yeah, this is all our division. We're going up against Colorado College first. And then I guess whoever the winners of this is moves on to here. Or maybe like the top 2 teams or top 4 teams. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure how this works. We're just gonna have to see what happens. So I think with that being said, we'll at least do a couple rounds of the NCAA tournament. I mean, I'm assuming it's just a 1-game series here since that's all I'm seeing on the schedule. So here we go. Game against Colorado College. Here we go. First period underway. That'll be a goal for Colorado. Ethan Strachey with the goal. Second period underway. And that'll be a goal for us. Luke Granger from Dylan Wendt and Ethan Walders. We're now headed into the third period, tied at 1. Come on, guys. Oh, man. Noah Prokop for the goal for Colorado. Come on, Broncos. Get me one here. Oh, man. 3 stars of the game. Sasaki, Walders, and Laba. Shots were 26-24 in favor of your Western Michigan Broncos. So, was that it for us? It looks like it might have been. There's no other games on our schedule now. Yeah, I believe that was it for us. Because as we take a look here, yeah. I think that was the playoffs for us, unfortunately. Yeah, that's rough. I suppose we could just advance here because it doesn't look like we're going to be involved in anything else from this point forward up until the off season. Oh no, okay, never mind. We are. we do have another game. Have we? Okay. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure how this whole tournament works, so you're gonna have to forgive my ignorance. So we're gonna be facing the Lake Superior Lakers. So I guess does this determine seeding then? Is that what's happening here? Because we're in, even though we lost this round right here. All right, let me take a look at the league notes. This is going to bother me. Is there any playoff system? Begins with 6 conference tournaments, which are shown in-game as a pre-playoffs round. Each conference has its own playoff format with up to 8 teams participating based on the regular season standings. The winner of each of their tournaments advances to the next playoff round. Additionally, 10 other teams chosen by a complex ranking system get selected for the next stage. The rankings messages you get during the season should give you a good idea as to which teams are in the playoff picture, but there will always be some uncertainty until the tournament participants are announced. Independent teams are not considered to be part of a conference, so they must attempt to win one of those 10 ranked spots. After the conference tournaments end, the first proper round of the playoffs is a 4-regional tournament where 4 groups of 4 teams play a 2-round single-game tournament that produces 1 winner. These 4 winners go on to the final stage, the Frozen Four tournament, which determines the overall champion via another 2-round single-game tournament that ends the national championship game. It seems a bit complex, because we lost our initial pre-playoff round here, so I would have assumed we were just out, but I suppose not. All right, so I suppose we have one more chance here against the Lake Superior Lakers. We may as well advance to March 27th. All right, here we go. Game 1 of what I'm assuming is a 1-game series against the Lake Superior Lakers. Let's get into it. First period underway, and that is the first period all done. Nothing happening. Second period underway, and there's a goal for Lake Superior. Sebastian Midema with the goal. And that is it for the second. We are headed into the third period on the power play, but down 1-0. Come on, boys. Last 5 minutes, and we lose 1-0. That's rough. 3 stars of the game. Langen, Egger, Knubel, and Posa. Shots were 34-31 in favor of Lake Superior. That's unfortunate. So does that mean we're officially out now? I would assume so, since these guys have moved on. Guess I'll simulate ahead a few days and see what happens. All right, so it looks like it is St. Cloud versus Wisconsin in the national championship here. And yep, the NCAA tournament champions are the St. Cloud State Huskies. They went through Penn State, North Dakota, Arizona State, and Wisconsin. So that does appear to be it for the playoffs here. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything else here. Yeah, it looks like the awards, they're coming up soon, so that does appear to be it here. All right, here we go. The awards ceremony. So the Hockey Humanitarian Award goes to Zach Metza. And the Hobie Baker Award goes to Matthew Copperud of Springfield. Or is he now with Springfield? Yeah, he's now with Springfield. He was previously with Arizona State. He had 59 points in 37 games played. The playoff MVP is Cooper Wiley of St. Cloud. Mike Richter Award goes to Dominic Bass of St. Cloud as well. 927 save percentage in 33 games played, 5 shutouts. And the best GM goes to Josh Holmstrom of Air Force. And the best coach goes to Frank Serratore of Air Force as well. So I believe that is it for year number 1 with your Western Michigan Broncos. I mean, I'll simulate ahead here just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure that is it. Yeah, it looks like that was the last of it, as we're now in June. And I just cast the Hall of Fame ballot, so I believe that is indeed about it for year number 1. And yeah, it looks like half of our team is already gone here. I would imagine due to graduating. Ooh, appears we have an off-ice incident here. Jacob Bauer involved in an off-ice incident, and a lot of players are unhappy with him apparently. Ooh, yeah, that's a problem. I would imagine the best option is just to buy out his rights. Only 1-star potential anyway. I mean, you never know. Maybe they'll sort things out. Maybe we'll just see what happens over the course of the next month or so. See if they could sort it out over the summer. But if not, then we're definitely gonna have to take care of that. The hostility bar seems to be around like 40% right now. So if that gets any lower, then yeah, we're definitely gonna have to deal with it. But for right now, I want to see what happens, considering that this is a somewhat new feature with the conflicts and clicks thing. And it's the last day of the 2022-23 season. We have 3 positive categories in that we reached the playoffs, we had a winning season, and a winning percentage of 600 or better, meaning our total season score is 24, and that is also obviously our total career score up to this point. Now, I'm not really sure, is there a point in negotiating skill in this GM mode? Because it's not like we're assigning any players and we can't make trades. So, I mean, does that help in recruitment? So I guess it might be worth it to put these into negotiating skill regardless. I wonder if it says anything about that. No, it just says about convincing players to sign for less money and to get other general managers to agree to give you more for less in a trade. Like, I'm more tempted to just put this into my head coach ratings. I guess for now I'll put 2 into discipline and player management, because I don't know if negotiating skill does anything here. All right, so it is July 1st and we have a bunch of new contracts being signed with your Western Michigan Broncos. This appears to be all the guys who we got on National Signing Day this past year. Yep. We have a whole new roster of players now. 34 players on the active roster. My goodness. Oh man, that's quite a selection of goaltenders there. 4 goaltenders we could potentially go to, all with good ability and potential. Defensemen, not so much. I mean, the potential's there, but the ability, not really. So a little weak there on defense. At forward, all right, that's looking better. We got Matica, the guy who we got out of the draft. 3.5-star ability, 5-star potential. So hopefully he sticks around for a while, before he goes to the NHL. So given that we are headed into a new season now, I think we'll end things off here. And the next one, we will get through the off season of year number 1 and head into year number 2.